Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today quite quick video right here, and what I wanted to demonstrate was Voodoo in the variant 5 chapter 2. So for quests 3 and 4, Voodoo is an absolute beast in any matchup where he can actually open up himself. And basically the global node for chapter 2 is Mystic Champions gain all sorts of extra additional abilities and attack and whatnot based on the number of buffs opponents have. And even though like in most cases obviously the benefits are good, but nothing kind of like completely abusable and maybe not necessarily an outrage. However, in case of Voodoo, where you can place your own buffs on opponent, the effects are quite ridiculous in terms of power gain and attack increase. And you also have increased ability accuracy, and that means Voodoo places buff on opponent pretty much with every hit, and the actual impact of it is you gain a super steroid Star-Lord with many different additional abilities. So this is obviously like quite simplified. We saw that he was hitting like 11k mediums there towards the end of the fight, and we're gonna have a couple more fights where I'm gonna showcase Voodoo. Now the second fight with Squirrel Girl is gonna be a bit messy. I'm definitely gonna make a mistake, but against Vision, and obviously Vision is not somebody you kind of typically bring in Voodoo up against because he doesn't have any generic buffs himself for Voodoo to nullify. He's obviously poison immune, and in most cases that's where Voodoo gets most of his damage. But in this fight I'm just going to ignore my special attack for most part and just gonna lay into the Vision, and we're gonna see how quickly Dr. Voodoo actually ranks up. And keep in mind these guys have like 150k plus health. And keep in mind that Voodoo is a 4-star, obviously, and he's not exactly a 4-star that's known for his damage. So here I go for level 3, and just check out how quickly he goes back up to another level 3. And the more buffs, the quicker you gain that power. And at this point, like if I had any more buffs than this, basically one combo is 3 bars of power. I think at some point I just parried the opponent and I gained more than a bar of power. So the power gain he can get from this is just absolutely crazy. And obviously he also gets attack increase per buff on the opponents. And yeah, so that kind of like turns him into Mega Star-Lord with infinite or close to infinite potential for damage, with a lot of power drain, gain abilities to nullify, reduce opponent's ability accuracy, increase your own stun duration, and do pretty much whatever you please in these fights. And if Voodoo was like this and everywhere else in the game, he would definitely be considered an absolutely broken beast. And yeah, so we saw that clip. How hard was that Voodoo hitting? That last combo was just beautiful from a 4-star. 11k mediums on 7-8k light attack crits. And obviously keep in mind that it would just go up. So for the purpose of this chapter, any fight where you can use a Dr. Voodoo, I would reckon pretty much even a maxed out 3-star could do a fantastic job if you can avoid getting hit, because he would put up so much damage towards end of the fight. And now this fight against Squirrel Girl, I will make a quite big mistake here. I'm gonna eat like a special attack and get hit, so I'm gonna barely survive this fight, but still at the same time we're gonna be able to showcase all of the damage, and I will pop a level 1 towards the end of the fight. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on my power meter. Whenever I'm not on 3 bars of power, I immediately get back to 3 bars of power. So yeah, at this point here we can see that Voodoo is unfortunately down to 16% because I let go of my block and I got tagged by that special attack, but you know, it happens. And this fight actually is also going to be quite funny because I'm gonna obviously drop a level 3 in order to have access to my level 1, and I'm actually gonna miss it. And this is one of those moments, blink and you miss it. Check my power bar, check how my power bar is gonna behave right now after this level 3. First of all, that is a good chunk of level 3 by a 4-star. There was one parry, one hit, and I was back up to level 3. It's extremely crazy. Voodoo can be an absolute beast. And again, this is a 4-star for crying out loud. Here we have 26 loss on Squirrel Girl. Obviously, I just triggered a poison, casual poison tick for 7k plus. Absolutely crazy. And here again, that vision combo, I'm gonna loop it again for a couple of times as I kind of like exit the fight, I guess. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Just wanted to quickly point out what kind of a beast Voodoo is in chapter 2 of Variant 5. And that will do for today. So if you like the video, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the buttons. And I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.